So we done a news report on the town hall for Marianne Williamson, and she was speaking about reparations. She didn't bite her tongue. She didn't double talk. She didn't ask, what do you mean by that? She openly spoke about it. Now, the talk of social media and many people actually in the mainstream now, due to people here that's promoting reparations, let's call it what it is, social media is guiding the conversation, not the mainstream media. They're following what we're saying. Now, we've been speaking that reparations is something that is old. It's not a handout. It's not a program just to give something to black people just because they're black. No, it is labor that wasn't paid for, that built the nation. Slaves built the White House. Slaves built the U.S. Capitol. They wasn't paid for that. Slaves innovated this country. And yes, their descendants should be compensated just as much as other people have been compensated. Now, we've been speaking about doing things different, not giving our votes just to anybody, having an agenda that the black community care about. Rest assured, if we do not do something now as a community, we're finished in America in the next 20 to 30 years when they're projecting our net worth as a collective to go to zero. We can't afford to do that. Your children can't afford to be in that kind of position. Now, originally, when we heard about Marianne Williamson and her proposal at first was a $100 billion reparation payment. But she has increased that significantly, and it's due to people saying that, hey, it's not enough. But let's look at the website just real quick so we can get this in the proper context. So as you can see here, we've read this before, but I want to show you the part that says, for that reason, I propose a 200 billion to 500 billion plan for reparations, slavery, just paraphrasing, the money to be dispersed over a period of 20 years. As of right now, you're not getting anything. Let's call it what it is. Some people like to argue it's not enough. You cannot really measure the amount of money to put on what we went through. Let's call it what it is. Just be honest. But we should be compensated, bottom line. A person came into the comment section and said, Phil, she needs about 16,000 or so individual donations to get on the debate stage. So if we care about reparations and we feel that she's the one that's speaking the most about it, let's get her there. I said, let me investigate that. Let me check that out. So I looked at that and I said, okay, this is what's needed, because they changed it up where you had to have 65,000 individual donors to donate to your campaign, even if it's just $1 to get on the debate stage. Well, if you want reparations to be on the debate stage, then you have to step up. Now, I wouldn't ask any of you to do something that I didn't do. So let me go ahead and put this up here. I made sure to be one of the people that donated simply because I believe reparations need to be on the debate stage. And what we're asking people to do here, I want her to know where all the support is coming from. We can't just be on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter talking about reparations, ADOS, and just talking, and not willing to make moves outside of talking. Understand that. No movement gets done without movements politically. It takes finance to move it. It takes voting. It takes people running. It's something that we all got to get involved with. We just have to. Now, what we can do by donating just $1, we need, last time I checked, a little over 15,000 people. What if 15,000 people just donated $1 all off this platform? And you told her, said, listen, I'm donating you this $1 because I care about reparations. I don't want to see our community finished in America. And we came from the Advice Show. And if you let her know that, and everyone keep telling her that every time you donate and actually show that you gave a donation, trust me, what it's going to do is now you're making a power move at that point. Now you're showing a political candidate, say, wait a minute. Not only did I speak to something that's part of the black agenda, but they actually got behind me. They actually made sure I got on the debate stage. So I have to speak for them because I would not be here in part if they didn't help me get over that hump. You know what I'm saying? This is what the Koch brothers do. This is what all the big wigs do. Of course, they invest their money into all candidates, but we haven't said that at least let's do it this time. Because all before we think that people are going to care about our issues, and yet we're not moving as a collective to put something in the game. Isn't. I don't want to hear anything about why I didn't ask Barack Obama. Listen, if you see the clip, Barack Obama didn't support reparations. He didn't support that at all. If Barack Obama was running today, he would be done, because no one gonna come up here talking about reparations like the way he was talking about it. Please. But we have to help get her on the debate stage. Now, many people ask, well, will she do an interview with you? That's being worked out behind the scenes. You may see that. We're reaching out to all political candidates, all of them. I don't care who they are. I don't care what party. We're reaching out to all. So if you want us to interview any of them, let them know that, hey, we're definitely interested. We're reaching out. We send emails to everybody. So we just make sure we put that out there, all of them. Now, we don't care about anything else other than trying to get the issues that we care about presented to the community, because it's time for us to step it up as a community to get with these presidential candidates, to make certain moves politically, to make sure that our community is okay. We can't just come after the Congressional Black Caucus, which we got to deal with them too. That's part of it. But we need to make sure that we have our investment and our message in election 2020. We have to do that. So if you're telling me, because I had somebody tell me yesterday on Instagram, I'm not giving $1. They should go ahead on and do it. I say, well, you know what? I don't even want that kind of person around me. If you don't even want to give $1 for something that could benefit possibly one day you or your children, a simple dollar. I mean, no matter what our level is financially, we all at least have $1 to put skin in the game. I put 5, as I showed you that. We're only asking, put 1. We can do this in 24 hours if we chose to. If we're serious about reparations, if everybody with these hashtag ADOS running around, if everybody put in $1 with that would make a statement. It's all about making statements to these people. We're not going to be respected unless we make statements and moves politically. No one's going to feel sorry for us. When you talk about other groups coming in, they're coming in to obtain power for their group. They're not coming in here to obtain, sympathy for what they went through. And we have to understand that no one cares about us like that. We have to care about ourselves, and we have to make moves to care about ourselves. So this is why I am asking those who's watching here, or anyone who cares about the situation with reparations, no matter who you are, donate $1, get her on the debate stage. Then we could say to her, okay, Marianne Williamson, now you're on the debate stage. Let's hear the speech about reparations. Now we can really say something because we put in. If we're not putting in on politicians, there's not really much we can say to any of them. That's the way it works. Whether you agree with it or not, that's the system that we live in until it changes. So we ask you to do that. Like I say, it's just $1. I feel we can do that, but it's about our collective future. Like, sure, as me individually, I don't have to pay attention to this all the way. I can do other things. I can just continue worrying about myself and my personal family. But I can't live like that, understanding that our community as a collective is going to lose out in the next 20 and 30 years. We better do something now. And if it's just donating $1 to get a candidate who's proposing giving $200 to $500 billion in slavery reparations, I think that conversation needs to be definitely moved on to the next level, and also put pressure on the DNC at the same time. You're talking about applying pressure. That's a really applying pressure, because we got somebody up there talking the way we want them to talk. We're applying pressure on the DNC. So what's going to happen with that situation? That's how we're going to do that. We know Bernie Sanders is not for us. He don't support reparations. Beto O'Rourke, he sidestepped questions. He don't support reparations. Kamala Harris, she don't support reparations. Come on, can we keep going down the list? If we serious about this, let's do it, because I'm tired of talking. I'm not for talking all the time. I'm for action. Talk needs to lead into action. If it's not going to lead into action, then just to stop talking about it if we're not going to do so. But I know there's enough people out there either watch this show and subscribe, or people that maybe just stumble upon this video because you heard me talking about this. We'll put the link in the description box and in the pinned comment. All you got to do is do this on your phone, scroll up, click that, It's going to pop up on your phone. Just donate $1. That's it. And let's go ahead on and make sure that reparations is on the debate stage. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular proposal from Marianne Williamson. She has increased the amount for reparations. But once again, I'm going to say this. Talking is not going to get it. We got to have action with the words.